Hello, future engineers. Here is Integral Calculus 1, Part 2. In this video, I'm going to present solutions to problems under topics in Integral Calculus 2. Example 4. Evaluate the following definite integral. We have integral from 0 to positive infinity of differential of x over the quantity 2x plus 1 raised to 4. So I will modify this into integral of quantity 2x plus 1 to the negative 4 dx as shown. And since if we let u be 2x plus 1, the differential is 2 dx. So I also introduce the reciprocal of 2, which is 1/2. This is now in the form integral of u to the negative 4 du, which can be evaluated by the power formula. So this is equal to 1/2 of quantity 2x plus 1 to the negative 3 over negative 3 from 0 to infinity, which is negative 1/6, and we write this as 1 over 2x plus 1 to the positive 3 from 0 to positive infinity. So that would be equal to negative 1/6 times quantity 1 over quantity 2 times infinity plus 1 cube minus 1 over 2 times 0 plus 1 cube, or 1 over 1 cube only, because 2 times 0 is 0. And since the denominator of the first term is very large, and 1 over very large cube would be 1 over very, very large, and that would be 0. So this is negative 1. Negative 1/6 of negative 1 is positive 1/6. Therefore, the value of this integral is 1/6. Problem 5. Evaluate the following definite integral. Integral from negative infinity to positive infinity of the x dx over quantity x squared plus 4 square. So again, I'll transform this into quantity x squared plus 4 to the negative 2. The differential of this quantity inside the parentheses is 2x dx. There is already x dx here. So I'll introduce 1/2. Integral of from negative infinity to infinity of quantity x squared plus 4 to the negative 2 times 2x dx, which is the same as that. And we can apply power formula here because this is in the form 1/2 integral of u to the negative 2 du. So therefore, this is 1/2 quantity x squared plus 4 to the negative 1 over negative 1 from negative infinity to infinity. Or negative 1/2 of quantity x squared plus 4 to the negative infinity. So this is equal to negative 1/2 of quantity 1 over infinity square plus 4 to the 1 minus 1 over quantity negative infinity square plus 4 to the 1. So this is very large, so 1 over very large value is 0. 1 over very large value is also 0, so negative 1/2 of 0 minus 0 is still 0. So therefore, the integral is 0. So 0. Next, problem 6. Evaluate the following definite integral. We have here integral of dx over 4x plus 1. So if we let u be 4x plus 1, the differential is 4 dx. So we'll introduce 1/4. So 1/4 integral from 0 to infinity of 4 dx over 4x plus 1. So this is now in the form 1/4 integral of du over u. The integral of du over u is ln of u. So 1/4 ln of quantity 4x plus 1 from 0 to infinity. So this is 1/4 of ln of 4 times infinity, which is still infinity, minus ln of 4 times 0 plus 1, so ln of 1. ln of 1 is 0, but ln of infinity is still infinity. or indeterminate that is large. Divide by 4 that is still indeterminate which is large. Therefore, there is no specific value to this integral, and we call this integral divergent integral. And number 7, find the area bounded by the curves x squared plus 3y equals 4, which is a parabola. When 3y is transposed to the right, negative 3y plus 4, so that is a parabola open downward. And we have a line x minus 2y equals 4. So let's transform this to standard form. Then you have to sketch the graph of the parabola. X squared equals negative 3, quantity y minus 4/3, so that it is negative 3y plus 4. This is a parabola open downward with vertex at 0, positive 4/3, but open downward. So this is at 0, 4/3. And this is the line in intercept form. Divide everything by 4, x over 4. So the x-intercept is 4. If this is extended, it closes 4 there. Then plus y over negative 2, because negative 2y over 4 is also plus y over negative 2. So the y-intercept is negative 2. Then joining these points 4, 0 and 0, negative 2 and extended. So this is the line x minus 2y equals 4. And this is the area bounded. Let's find these points of intersection by expressing x here from the line 2y plus 4 in terms of y. And let's transform this back to negative 3y plus 4. So this is the graph parabola x squared equals negative 3 times y minus 4/3. Remember, vertex 0, 4/3. And the line already explained. So 2y plus 4 quantity square equals negative 3y plus 4. This is 4y squared plus 16y plus 16 equals negative 3y plus 4. Therefore, if simplified for y squared, remember this is the middle term is 16y. 16y plus 3y is 19y. And 16 minus 4 is 12 equals 0, which can be factored into y minus 4 and 4y, y plus 4 rather, and 4y plus 3 as shown here. So let's check equals 0. So 4y squared, 3y plus 16y, 19y, and 4 times 3 is 12 equals 0. So that means y is negative 4, which is obvious in this figure here. And when y is negative 4, x is from this equation of the line, or from here, 2y plus 4. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 plus 4. So x is also negative 4. So this is at the point negative 4, negative 4. While this point is when y is, the other value of y is negative 3/4. So y is negative 3/4 here. So if y is negative 3/4, set this to 0. Then 2 times negative 3/4 is negative 3/2. Negative 3/2 plus 4 is 5/2. So the other point here is 5/2, negative 3/4. So having found this, let's have a vertical strip. Then the area of the strip, or the area of this region bounded by the curves and these points of intersection, would be integral of upper y minus lower y times thickness dx. The height upper y is the y of this parabola. So if we solve for y from this parabola, it is equal to 4 minus x squared all over 3. That's the upper y. Quantity 4 minus x squared over 3. While the lower y is the y of the line, and the y of the line is quantity x minus 4 over 2. Therefore, area is the integral from negative 4 to positive 5 halves of quantity upper y, y of the parabola, quantity 4 minus x squared all over 3, minus lower y, y of the line, quantity x minus 4 over 2 dx. 4/3, then negative of negative 4 over 2 is 2. That would be 10/3. And the integral of 10/3 is 10/3 x. Then integral of x, negative x squared over 3 is negative x cubed over 9. And the integral of negative x over 2 is negative x squared over 4. Therefore, area is equal to quantity 10/3 minus x squared over 9 minus x squared over 4 from negative 4 to 5 halves if solved by integration. We then substitute the upper limit 10 times 5 halves over 3. I just explain it here. You'll be the ones to verify if it's correct. The values I put here are correct. So 10 times 5 halves over 3 minus quantity 5 halves cubed over 9 minus 5 halves square over 4. That would be equal to 725 over 144. While minus lower limit minus quantity 10 times negative 4 over 3 minus negative 4 cubed over 9 minus negative 4 square over 4 is positive 92 over 9. Combining, the area is equal to 2197 over 144 square units, or approximately 15.257 square units. Another way of computing this area of this part, I'm not shading it, but it is area between the parabola and this line here, is to draw these two spandrels of parabola without integrating. This dimension, because this is 0, 4/3 from this parabola here, vertex y coordinate is 4/3, the x coordinate is 0, this is the y axis. So 4/3 plus 4, or 4/3 minus negative 4, this is equal to 16/3. Of course, since this is negative 4, so this is 4 units. And 4/3 minus negative 3/4, of course, that's 5 halves. 4/3 plus 3/4, 4/3 minus negative 3/4 is 25 over 12 also. So 5 halves and 25 over 12. So another way of computing this region area is area of trapezoid. Can you see the trapezoid? Then minus area of the spandrel of parabola, then minus area of that spandrel. You can check, the area is still 2197 over 144. Specifically, the area is 1/2, quantity 16/3 plus 25 over 12 times quantity 4 plus 5 halves, or times 6.5. Then minus the area of the spandrel, which is 1/3, 4 times 16/3. Minus the area of the spandrel, which is 1/3, 5 halves, times 25 over 12. And you will get 2197 over 144, or in decimal, 15.257 square units. Then for problem 8, for the polar curve r equals 4 minus 4 sine theta, which is a cardioid, which can be written as 4 quantity 1 minus sine theta. So that's the heart-shaped cardioid. Our A is 4, and let's generalize the situation here. Determine the area which lies to the right of the y-axis. So it's only half of the area to be considered. Also locate the centroid of this area. And from here, we can compute the general formula for the area of the whole cardioid. And let's verify it if it's correct from the area displayed in analytic geometry portion of this playlist, Engineering Materials for Mathematics. So also locate the centroid of this area, and we will also generalize it. So this is the graph of the cardioid, which is in general r equals a quantity 1 minus sine theta. So that's r and differential theta for the differential angle of this sector here, sector element, differential sector element. And that's the equation, polar equation in general, a quantity 1 minus sine theta, where a is 4 in this problem. So for the area equals, because we only consider the right half, so it is from negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2, or positive 90. So area equals 1/2 integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 r square d theta, where r is a quantity 1 minus sine theta, so area equals 1/2 integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of a square quantity 1 minus sine theta, then quantity square d theta. Let us expand this. So area equals a square over 2, then integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of 1 minus 2 sine theta plus sine squared theta, d theta. So this is an odd function. The integral is even, and since the limits are equal, we will show later that this will be 0 even if we evaluate this. And this one, we apply the formula. This is transformed into quantity 1 minus cosine of 2 theta over 2. So you also need your trigonometry here in order to transform this into 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. If it is cosine squared theta, then transform that into 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2. So let's continue. Area equals a squared over 2 times quantity theta, then plus 2 cosine theta from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Let us show that for this term, the integral of this integrand would be just useless. It's 0 as long as it is odd and the integral is even, because cosine pi over 2 is 0 and cosine of negative pi over 2 is still 0, so that makes it 0. Then plus a squared over 2, then let's transform this into integral a squared over 2 integral of quantity 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of d theta. So again, for this case, this is the integral of cosine is sine, and sine of 2 times pi over 2 is pi, and cosine of negative pi is negative 1. So anyway, let's still evaluate that. So as I said, this would be 0, so pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2 is pi. This is just pi. Area equals a square, pi a square over 2. That would be 0, then plus a square over 4 integral, which is theta, then this is minus sine 2 theta over 2. The integral of cosine 2 theta d theta is sine 2 theta over 2. This 2 here is already here over 4. So from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Since sine of 2 times pi over 2 is sine of pi, which is 0, and sine of 2 times negative pi over 2 is sine of negative pi, which is also 0, so the whole of this 0. So pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2 is, again, this is pi. Therefore, area is pi over 2a squared plus pi over 4a squared, and that makes it 3/4 pi. So for the area of this cardioid heart-shaped polar curve, half of the area is 3/4 pi a squared, so that means the area of the entire region is double this area, which verifies that the area of a cardioid is 3/2 pi a squared. So remember, the area of the entire cardioid is 3/2 pi a square, but for this problem, it's only half of 3/2 pi a square. So 3/4 pi a square. Then for the centroid, so that's the formula. Substitute the value of a, which is 4 square because it's 4 here. So it is 12 pi square units for this specific problem. But in general, half of the area is 3/4 pi a square. The entire area is 3/2 pi a square. Now for the centroid, remember that x sub c is 2/3 r cosine theta, while y sub c is 2/3 r sine theta. So for x sub c, 3/4 pi a square x sub g, let's generalize it, equals integral of x sub c, which is 2/3 r cosine theta, then differential area 1/2 r squared d theta. Let's go back to that. Cancel out 2, then xg is 3/4 pi a square xg equals 1/3 of cosine theta, then r cubed. So 1/3 of integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of cosine theta, then r cubed is a cubed, quantity 1 minus sine theta cubed d theta. By the way, let's go back to this problem first. Since you can use your high-tech calculator, you can evaluate the integral of this. All you have to do is set your calculator in the radian mode, and you will notice that the area is indeed 3/4 pi a square from here. So again, you can use your calculator in evaluating this integral. Set your calculator in the radian mode and you will arrive at this result. Same is true here. You can proceed directly, but I am obliged to present the solution in a manner where calculator is not allowed. For example, especially those who are high school students or engineering students where calculators are not allowed. Of course, that's the start. You should not be allowed to use calculator so that you can enhance your skills in computing for the area of this region. So, but we can apply power formula here because if we let u be 1 minus sine theta, the differential of this is negative cosine theta d theta. All you have to do is introduce negative 1. So xg is 4a over 9 pi, then integral of quantity. So I'll make this negative because the differential of 1 minus sine theta is negative cosine theta d theta. So quantity 1 minus sine theta quantity cube times negative cosine theta d theta, and this is already the negative sign. This is now in the form negative 4a over 9 pi, then the integral of u cubed du from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So xg is negative 4a over 9 pi, quantity 1 minus sine theta to the fourth over 4 as shown. Then from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So we can cancel 4 and write this as negative a over 9 pi. And quantity 1 minus sine pi over 2 is 0. Then 1 minus sine of negative pi over 4 is 1 minus negative 1 to the fourth, because sine of negative pi over 2 is negative 1. So this is 2 to the fourth, or 16. So the negative 16 times negative a over 9 pi is the general location of the centroid in terms of a is 16 16a over 9 pi. So 16a over 9 pi, and if because a is 4 in this problem, xg is 64 over 9 pi. Then for yg, so 3/4 pi a square yg equals integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of 2/3 r sine theta times quantity 1/2 r squared theta d theta. Cancel 2 again. So yg is 4. We substitute r, which is a. So we have r cubed. So 1/3 of from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of sine theta a cubed times quantity 1 minus sine theta quantity cubed d theta. So by the way, you can use your calculator here to check that this is indeed the answer in general in terms of a, and when a is 4, 64 over 9 pi if you want to verify using your calculator. Likewise, you can also verify using your calculator for this integral here, but I'm going to expand 1 minus sine theta quantity cube first, distribute sine theta, then evaluate the integral. So yg is 4a over 9 pi, then integral of from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of sine theta minus 3 sine squared theta plus 3 sine cube of theta, then minus sine to the fourth of theta d theta. So based on our experience here for sine theta and sine cube theta, we learned that here it's useless to evaluate the integral because it will still lead us to zero integral, just like here. So we'll just concentrate on the second term and the fourth term. As I said, these are odd functions, therefore the integrals would be even functions. So that the integral, if we have same limits but numerically equal limits, different in signs, the result will still be zero. As our experience here with integral of sine theta, it's really zero. So for sine cube theta, it will still give us zero integral. So I'll transform this into 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 for this part, as well as here, then quantity square. So yg, because these are two negatives, so I'll factor out negative 1, make this negative 4a over 9 pi, the integral of 3, 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 d theta, then plus 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 quantity squared. So d theta is factored out here. So let's have it on the next slide to continue this integral. I just copied. Let's continue with what we've left off. Yg is negative 4a over 9 pi, integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 of 3 halves quantity 1 minus cosine 2 theta plus 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2 squared d theta. So we have here yg is negative 4a over 9 pi, then quantity 3 halves of pi, because by experience, integral of 1 d theta is theta, and limits from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 is pi over 2 minus negative pi over 2 is, or just pi. So therefore, this is just 3 halves pi. While for this integral of cosine 2 theta, this is negative 3 halves, then cosine 2 theta, that's negative 3 halves sine 2 theta over 2, so negative 3/4 sine 2 theta. But since the limits are from pi over 2 to, from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, sine of 2 times pi over 2 is sine of pi, which is 0, minus sine of negative pi, which is also 0. So we'll just ignore that part. So therefore, we have 3/2 pi, as I said, then minus a over 9 pi, integral from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Then we'll have here 1, after we expand 1 minus cosine 2 theta square, then over 2, which is 4 times negative 4a over 9 pi. That's why we have negative a over 9 pi after we cancel out 4. Then expanding, this is 1 minus 2 cosine 2 theta, the middle term, plus cosine square 2 theta, the last term, then d theta. Simplifying, this is negative 2/3 of a. So why is negative 2/3 of a? Then minus a over 9 pi times quantity theta minus sine 2 theta over 2, then cancel 2, so minus sine 2 theta from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, then plus or negative a over 9 pi, so minus a over 9 pi integral of from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, 1 plus cosine 4 theta over 2 d theta. So again, by experience, sine of 2 times pi over 2 is 0, or sine of pi, minus sine of 2 times negative pi over 2, sine of negative pi is also 0, so that's 0. We just replace this by pi, again by experience. So yg is negative 2/3 of a minus a over 9, then minus a over 18 pi, integral of 1 d theta is theta, integral of cosine 4 theta d theta is sine 4 theta over 4, from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. And theta here, lower limit negative pi over 2, upper limit pi over 2, will just be pi by experience. So this is negative 18 over pi times pi. This is 0 again because sine of 4 times pi over 2 is sine of 2 pi, and sine of 2 pi is 0. Sine of 4 times negative pi over 2 is sine of negative 2 pi, which is also 0, so don't mind this. So finally, yg is negative 2/3 a, negative a over 9, that's negative 7 over 9a, then minus a over 18. Final value, yg is negative 5/6 of a in general, but because a is 4, negative 5 times 4 over 6 is negative 10/3. So in general, the location of the centroids of the right half of the cardioid is, if you can recall, in general, 16a over 9 pi, comma, negative 5/6a, and specifically in this problem, 16 times 4, 64 over 9 pi, comma, negative 10/3. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow the explanations and the solutions. And as I said, you can use your calculator, high-tech calculator, to verify that these are really the values of the integral.